Alright, we made it.
Woo!
We're here.
We did the 10 seconds. Let's go.
Hey!
We got the room tone.
Yeah! Hello. Howdy.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to 1 out of 4 in the new year.
It's New Year. It's the first podcast of the year.
We're
How do
gonna
we
have
do
to
this again?
MCR in the new year.
Let's go.
Like in perfect 1 out of 4 fashion, once again, we are at 1 out of 4. Jax is not here.
She is busy. By the way, this podcast is sponsored by the Thoughtful Christmas. You can pick it up right now at backalleyshop.com/thought.
Yes.
There it is.
Buy
on
today.
screen.
There it is.
Buy
that
it
link.
today. Wow. Support the artist. Support the podcast. Except it only supports Jax. Well, I guess it supports all of us. We all work for it.
Yeah.
I gotta get the shill out early.
Supports me as the owner of the shop, backalleyshop.com/thought.
Supports us as the people who work
And
on
watch the comic dub. Look at it right there.
Wow.
Insert the
So
entire video, but at like 5 times speed in a split.
Make it a little gif.
Oh, like the Shrek one I always post.
Yes!
Yeah.
Make it a little gif.
That could be fun. That's actually not a bad idea.
Oh, absolutely.
Replace Jax's looping icon in the top left with the entire video.
With the entire video just on loop.
It's like, how are you doing, Jax? And it just plays like a snippet of it.
It's an audio clip from the dub. It's just Santa going, pain!
Burn.
Pain! Oh my god. Okay. Welcome to the podcast, everybody.
Welcome to podcast.
Welcome to the podcast. Yeah. We're just back and forth. How are you
It's the
doing,
new-
audience? We can't hear you.
Some Dora the Explorer shit. Are you
Why did
doing
you
well?
answer?
Oh, that's good.
When you were younger and you watched did you ever watch Dora when you were younger? Like one of those call and
Oh, of
response
course.
shows?
I
Yeah.
live in SoCal. Of course I do.
You ever get snarky with it and like you know the answer but you're like, I'm gonna say the wrong one, and she's like, good. It's like, haha, I tricked you.
Ha,
No.
idiot.
No, because
I
I
used to-
always felt bad. No, because I always felt bad. I'm like, no, I'm trying to help you. I'm not. I would either-
she'd be like, did you see where you went? And I'm like, no, he's up your butt. And she'd be like, that's right, he is in the forest. Like, that's not what I said, idiot.
No.
Learn to listen.
You never listen. Blue's Clues was the goat, though.
Oh, 100%.
That was my goat.
That was my sister's. We each had like a children's show that we loved.
Mm-hmm.
But my sister loved Blue's Clues, and I think Barney. God, what was mine? I think
like
mine
Barney.
was. I think mine was Teletubbies.
Oh, I love Teletubbies.
Oh, they're
I
legendary.
I love Teletubbies.
No.
Bob the Builder was okay.
Bob the Builder, I think, was my brother's.
Oh, what else did I watch? Thomas. I was really into Thomas the Tank Engine.
I
Oh,
never saw
gross.
Thomas.
Gross. Gross.
Yeah, people were like, "Oh yeah, Thomas the Tank Engine," and I had some of the toys. Right? We had some of the railways, and we had some like at a friend's house, and I was like, "Oh, Thomas is cool," not understanding the context.
No.
Oh, have
Wait,
you ever heard of?
I
Have you ever heard of the Boobas?
The what?
Yeah.
The Boobas. They're like British alien Teletubbies,
Yes. Okay, now I
and
know
like
what you're talking
5
about.
times weirder.
I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's the only way I can describe it.
That's the perfect description. I'll throw an image on screen just to help people.
I think I watched him
Like-
once. Or I might have watched it with my brother, and we were both like, it's both like a vivid memory in our head. All I remember is like years later, or like years ago, we were just kind of like sitting in the living room or whatever, like talking, me, him, some other people around, And then my brother just throws on the Booba intro on like YouTube on the TV. We're like, why are we watching? He's like, you remember Booba? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, yeah. And then we just watch the intro.
Just try to trigger a response. I remember what my brother's was now. His was the Wiggles.
The Wiggles!
He watched the Wiggles. We had that on like, I almost said the wrong word. We had that on like the tapes, like VCR.
VCR,
and
yeah.
we'd watch those ones all the time.
Dude, Wiggles was awesome, man. Wake
Wiggles
up,
is great.
Jeff.
They're just 4 dudes. They're just hanging out.
I like the pirate character.
Oh, shocking. Shocker. I have to ask, Cass, did you watch Dragon Tales?
I didn't have cable, so yes, I did.
Okay.
I was
a PBS Kids kid. I loved the hell out of PBS Kids, and I still do.
Let's go.
My sister and I
Through
love
and
Dragon
through.
Tales.
I'm like, I have to ask Cass because that's targeted content.
Yeah, it was more my brother and my sister's show, but I watched it with them when I got, not a month old.
Fair. I watched enough of it that I can remember it vaguely.
Yeah, man, there was the old dinosaur. He was cool. There was the 2-headed one. Zig and Zag, is that what their names were?
I love how you said dinosaurs when the show's called Dragon Tales.
Cousins. Kind of.
And they were roommates. I really said dinosaurs. Okay, the old dragon and the 2-headed dragons named Zig and Zag, were those their names? There, corrected them.
No, Zack and Wheezy.
You're
Zack
wrong
and
in every
Wheezy.
instance. They're not
I
dragons.
am correctly
They're
wrong. They're
named
not.
Zed.
Oh, I am a buffoon. I was literally just talking about Dragon Tales the other day, too. I'm a fake fan. Sorry, Dragon Tales fandom.
There is discourse in the Dragon Tales fandom.
Things are heating up with the Dragon Tales fandom.
Oh no.
I think it was Defunctland that did the video on Dragon Tales.
Oh, is there one?
I think so. It's a short one. Let me double check that information because I don't want to.
I've watched a ridiculous amount of Defunctland. Honestly.
So
Cause like
I
don't know, like it was during pandemic, I think, is when I binge watched like all of it, and I was missing cause I love going to amusement parks.
Yeah.
I was missing all of it. And I was like,
He
Defunctland.
did do a video 3 years ago.
Yeah, it's a
16-minute video.
It's a really good video. I love it. It talks about like the creator and the inspiration, where it came from, and it is so lovely.
Please send it to me. I'd like to watch it later.
I will watch this. Yeah, I'm adding this to my watch later.
Ooh, so that's one thing we've been really into. Long essays.
Long form video essays. Yeah.
Let's go.
We made a group chat for it.
Yeah.
What was the last one we shared on there?
Great question. Was it the Lupin ones? No, it was the fucking CoffeeZilla Logan Paul shit.
I just watched that like before hopping in here. That was like the last video that I watched. It's short. It's only like 13 minutes. That most recent CoffeeZilla one.
All of that stuff, like the plot twists in there, the twists and turns, like the fact that it's not only Logan Paul that's the bad guy, because he's still the bad guy, and he's still like acting like the victim, like woe is me, I hired people.
You saw the apology one, right? You saw the.
Oh, of course I saw the apology.
First off, CoffeeZilla, he's not a criminal. Oh, thank God! I thought he was about to hire me.
CoffeeZilla, like, good on him. Like, that is, like, those 3-part, like, that 3-part shit, so fucking good. It is so, like...
It's great, yeah.
I didn't think he actually was gonna get sued. I knew it was an empty threat.
Oh, of course, it always is.
Yeah. Well, it's like, because the most important thing is, like, even if he sues him and wins the defamation case, which, like, unless your name is fucking Johnny Depp, you're not gonna win a fucking defamation case, right?
No.
Those things are so impossible to win. Like, he loses in the court of public opinion.
Yeah.
Which is the more, ironically, is the more important one when you're talking about defamation, or even when you're suing in general. Because, like, the fans are kind of what matters after that. You spend all your stuff, like, all your money, all your bones doing the legal shit, and then it's like, oh, why aren't I making more money afterwards? Because you burned all the fucking bridges. Everyone hates you now. You were given the second chance and you failed.
What else has happened lately? It's 2023. I'm 20 now. I'm not a teenager anymore. That's something.
Yo, let's
Happy birthday,
go.
me.
We're all depressed 20-year-olds now, except for Jax, who isn't here.
Woohoo!
Woo! Welcome to the fun years.
Yeah.
God, I turned 25 this year. That's disgusting. That's a voice crack.
You sure you turned 25?
Finally,
Sure, I
puberty.
turned 15? Good lord.
It hit me recently that I turned 26, which is very close to 30.
Yes.
And, like, not to get hashtag trauma dump here, I didn't think I was gonna reach 23, and I'm at 26. It's like, this doesn't feel right.
I get that, yeah.
I get it. I didn't think I was reaching 18, dude. And yet, here we are. We persist.
I didn't think 17. I'm like, it's the plankton meme. It's like, I don't know. I didn't think I'd get this far.
It's like, what do I do now? What do I get a job?
What do we do? Start a podcast?
Do I do a podcast with not strangers, but at the time strangers, because I'm still 18? That does feel weird, though, that, like, most of the people I talk to now, because, like, you know, I still have my family and my IRL friends, but, like, a lot of the people I talk to now are just people that I met in the last, like, 3 to 5 years. That's wild.
Ain't that nutty? Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, what the fuck?
For me, it's about the last, like, 4-ish, maybe 5. In quarantine, that too, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because I think the only ones that I met pre-quarantine were the beginning of the friend crew and a few people, like, who I met through it. And then just everyone else kind of, like,
I mean, I think we all, like, I mean, we've all, like, met and known of each other, like, before that, but I think pandemic, like, we all sort of talk a little more.
It was pandemic.
Except me, I didn't exist until after.
It feels like you've been here the whole time.
You manifested.
I appeared afterwards. After everybody had already been buddies, I was like, hey guys, I'm here too.
I think it's funny that, what is it? The reason why we started talking more was because of fucking Skate.
Yes! Okay!
That's... I remember exactly what it was, too. I was drawing Skate fan art, and I was like, we were in call with a bunch of the other guys, and I was like, oh yeah, you know, let me finish up drawing this little Skate thing, and I just hear, wait, you watch Skate? And I'm like, yeah! And that's where it started.
Was it that? Because what I remember was, like, maybe this was a conversation that happened afterwards, but Jax had mentioned that there was the voice for Rufus, and that Burn, right? He had shown up in an anime. He did voice for Skate, and then I got excited, and then you got excited. But maybe that was something that happened afterwards.
That was a little after.
Okay.
Because you and I had been talking both Skate and Odd Taxi for like a month.
Oh my god, that's
it was
true.
Odd Taxi
Odd
too,
Taxi.
Yeah, because Skate was still airing at the time, so we didn't have the dub yet.
That's true. Yeah, I forgot about that. Then yeah.
It's crazy. Fandom can bring people together.
Yeah.
Wow. I have to say that because that's where all my friends came from. Eddsworld, Skate. Yeah, those are the two.
Eddsworld and Skate.
Eddsworld and Skate. Both of which have an alarming amount of gay shit for it.
Well, listen, look at Skate the Infinity and tell me that ain't fruity.
No, that shit's fruity. We've discussed this. There ain't a fruitier show that came out during what year was that? Like 20. Oh god, was that 2021?
I
don't
feel
remember.
like
It wasn't 2020.
Skate the Infinity.
Let's see.
We gotta fact check.
2021. Yep, January 10th, 2021. Wow, happy 2 years. 2 years and
We're getting a season
11
2.
days.
Let's go. We're getting a season 2. I'm so excited. I want to see where they take it. I hope Adam ends up in fucking jail.
Yeah.
I hope he dies.
That would be good too. That'd be pretty epic.
It'd
Free
be
Tadashi
awesome.
from his collar.
Oh no! I hate that you
I-
said that.
I hate that I said it. I'm correct, but I hate it.
All right, well, we're at 17 minutes.
All right, we're doing great so far.
Doing great. All right, we haven't fumbled yet.
Yeah, we're keeping up. We're doing good. We
If
didn't.
you,
I'll
if you,
put some
if you
jazz
hear
music
Percy,
behind
I'm
this.
sorry.
Oh no,
It's
you're
fine.
good.
I just let Ryder in.
Never apologize. I want to hear them.
He's
Put him up
being
to
a
the mic.
little
Let him
anno-
speak words.
He's being a little annoying.
He just goes,
he's-
hello.
He's on my armchair.
Aw.
Aww.
What
They
Ryder
want to
used
hear
to
from
do.
you.
What Ryder used to do on my old chair, was climb on top of it and just lay on the, lay on the back of it, like on the headrest part. She a little silly.
Aww.
Now she just lays right next to my, like practically almost on half of my keyboard on my desk when she likes to come around and perch.
Aww. I want a pet. I want a dog. But like
Little
our
corgi.
yeah, my little corgi. I want to name him Pan, and he's gonna be my little loaf.
That's good.
I want that so bad.
Just get
If I
bread.
can get a mix too, that'd be cool. I want I would like an animal though, but our fucking contract that we're renting doesn't allow for animals. So I jokingly said to my mom, "Oh, we should get a raccoon because it specifies no dogs and no cats, so we should get a raccoon." And she goes, "You don't want a raccoon." I'm like, "I don't." But wouldn't it be funny that we just challenge the landlords and we're just like, "It says no dogs and cats."
Get
What about
get
him?
all the animals from over the hedge.
I don't want a skunk in my house.
But come on, you gotta get the Steve Carell squirrel.
Oh, Hammy? I love
Yeah,
Hammy.
you gotta get Hammy.
I don't remember most of their names, but for some reason I remember Hammy.
the raccoon, the main character's name's RJ. I know that.
RJ.
Stella's
What's the turtle
the
called?
skunk.
Still
Yes.
is a skunk.
Yes. What's the turtle's freaking name? Does it start with a C or a W?
I'm trying to remember.
Watch it be some shit like Robert.
Oh my god, this is gonna drive me
Orville.
insane.
It's definitely not that. Okay. We're
We're looking it
this is
up.
very-
Over
I'm
the
looking this up.
hedge.
Vern!
We're doing a lot of
Bird!
research this.
It was Vern.
Was it actually Burn?
Yep. Vern. V.
Vern.
Vern, okay. I was like, that doesn't sound right. Vern.
Oh, that's right. The possum was played by Avril Lavigne, and her name was Heather. And she had a
Yeah.
dad.
Oh, I remember
Uh,
the possum scene.
That's a great one, yeah.
Ooh, the light!
Ozzy, that was his name. The dad's
Bruce
name was
Willis
Ozzy.
was RJ? What?
Yeah, Bruce Willis was the raccoon.
Huh?
I love Over the Hedge. I haven't seen it in so long. It's got a banger ass soundtrack too.
I stand by it. Most DreamWorks
the song
shit does
here.
slap.
Don't. You'll get copyrighted.
No, yeah. But just DreamWorks is so just. If I ever like want to have like a movie made like for animation, I want to go to DreamWorks because like even when they miss, it's such a colossal miss that you can't help but laugh. Like Shark Tale's hilarious.
I'm a loyal bitch to DreamWorks. Yep. I can't.
I read something today that this is the first year, I don't think ever, but in a long ass time at least, that DreamWorks revenue has surpassed Pixar.
Good.
See, I think I read the same thing, and I read that it was like the second year because Bad Guys did the same, from what I heard.
No, Bad Guys came out this year as well, or 2022 as well. Bad Guys and Puss in Boots came out the same year.
My brain keeps thinking.
Ain't that crazy?
Right? Yeah. Like, we're in 2023, and I'm like, oh shit, right. Puss in Boots came out last year.
It came out, like, the last day of last year. It came out, like, the 21st.
Good. It technically... that's a 2023 movie.
Technically, yeah. But, yeah, they both... Yeah, that's good. I'm happy DreamWorks is doing well. They deserve it.
Yeah, because, like, they always... You know you're watching a DreamWorks movie, right? They always do shit that's so fucking weird and that Disney, like, doesn't want to do. Like, you're never gonna have anything like the death scene of, like, the dad in, like, How to Train Your Dragon 2.
Mm-hmm.
With, like, a full-ass Viking funeral and, like, you know, the, like, get out of here, like, you know, you fucking killed my dad, get out of here, like... Disney will try, but they're never gonna get something that raw.
Disney follows a very specific formula. DreamWorks is just kind of they
do whatever.
They do whatever they want, and they're like, yeah, let's take risks, whatever. That's why I respect them more. They're more willing to take risks and try something new. And if it doesn't work, they're like, okay, let's not do that again.
Well, the only exception to this is Boss Baby, which is.
But even then. There's some things in that movie. There's some things in that movie that I'm like, oh, like, if you've seen the movie, you know, like at the beginning, the little boy, he's like talking about like whenever he is imagining things, they like change the world, and it's like, immersed to what his imagination is, and you think, oh, the Boss Baby's gonna be part of his imagination. We find out it's not, but
no, it's all real.
It's all real. But there's, like, ideas in there that it's like, oh, that's kind of cute, that's kind of creative, or, oh, that's really neat to see. It's not the best movie, not at all.
I watched that movie. I like, paid attention throughout the entire thing. I cannot tell you a single thing that happens in it. It just felt like an hour and 30-minute fever dream that I sat through, and I turned to my family afterwards, and I said, What was that?
Yeah.
What was that?
A better alternative to that movie is, just to kind of do a comparison of the two, is Storks.
I've been meaning to. I never saw Storks.
Storks is good. Storks is cute. It's lovely.
That was
the first
short anecdote about Storks.
A short anecdote.
That was when a couple of years ago when I got my first girlfriend, first movie we went to go see was Storks.
Ah.
And that's my only memory of the movie Storks. Continue.
Okay. I thought I was gonna go far longer, and I was like, okay, I'll prepare.
I said it was a short anecdote.
It was a short anecdote. Mans was not lying.
Something about a DreamWorks. Oh, the first Trolls movie. I don't like it. It's obviously for little kids. It's like fine, whatever. I don't like jukebox musicals at all, and that's a jukebox musical. The second one is really good, actually.
See, that's what I've heard.
The second one is really good.
There's no reason that after Illumination bought them, right, that their movies should be slapping this hard. That's not fair. Because apparently Croods 2 is pretty good as well.
I like
That's what I've also
2,
heard.
Puss in Boots, fucking Trolls 2, like...
Not Disney. DreamWorks is just great at making 2s. Every sequel they make is a banger, everybody has said.
Mm-hmm.
Shrek 2 is fantastic. I love Madagascar 2. It's one of the funniest movies I've ever seen.
Kung Fu Panda 2. The entire Kung Fu Panda
2.
series is wonderful.
Kung Fu Panda...
I
How
have
to
my
Train Your
reservations
Dragon.
about 3, but Kung Fu Panda 2 is incredible. One of my favorite anime movies, period.
Jack Black, like the movie is already really good, and you know me. If you put a good action scene in there for me, sold. I am a slut for that. But Jack Black does so much for that movie. I don't think it would be as good unless anyone else was playing
The
Poe.
wonderful part about it is, like, there is that point to be made of, like, bringing in celebrities to voice characters in movies, and, like, it's annoying. It's annoying when you just get A-list celebrities to voice these characters just because of their name, right?
Mario movie.
Exactly. Jack Black, though. Jack Black, after, like, I went into, like, the first Kung Fu Panda movie very terrified that I was just gonna listen to Jack Black the whole fucking time. Eventually, I forgot it was Jack Black and I just saw Poe. Like, it was just the character. I no longer felt, oh, that's Jack Black voicing the character. I was like, no, that's Poe. That's the panda.
He's great. He's also just a great voice actor.
He was
and actor.
amazing.
Yeah, no. I've noticed, like, he just puts his all into every performance.
Yeah.
Just because, like, there was a great quote that I was reading about, like, how, like, all he ever wanted was House of Rock. Like, that was the movie he wanted to make. And he's like, everything else after this is just a victory lap. I got my House of Rock, and it helped support the arts. I got what I wanted. And I'm like, that's awesome.
That's awesome.
Now he's famous YouTuber, Jablinski Games.
Yeah!
Yeah! Is he still making videos, actually?
Probably. I don't know.
Probably.
Okay, but he's also Bowser in the Mario movie. I'm excited.
Time of release,
good there.
or time of recording this podcast, Mario movie has not launched yet. But we were in the theater watching Puss in Boots, right? And we got a trailer for the Mario movie, and I was having a great. And anytime Chris Pratt spoke, my family noticed that my face just dropped.
Just crinkled, yeah.
Yeah, and then, you know, the end of that trailer is like the like flaccid wahoo that he makes at the end, and I just turned to my sister and she goes, "What?" And I'm like, "I don't like Chris Pratt. I like Chris Pratt as Mario."
Yay.
My hope is that maybe, like, in the trailers, he just doesn't sound very well, and maybe in the movie it sounds better.
Yeah, maybe out of context it just sounds bad.
That is...
I just find it interesting. You watch any of the trailers they're releasing, they are not showing off a lot of them. Yeah, the most he does is say, Luigi! And that's it. Or sometimes you'll get a, let's go! From him.
Maybe they just know.
They're
That-
embarrassed. They're
that-
highlighting
maybe
Charlie
they're
Day and
just
Jack Black,
embarrassed.
as they should.
It's like, I would flaunt Jack Black too. Because, like, that doesn't... In that first trailer that dropped, like we were all saying, it doesn't sound like Jack Black until the end. Until the scream.
Even then, he's great, yeah.
I showed that trailer to my mom,
he's fantastic.
and she guessed everyone but Jack Black. She guessed she guessed The Rock. Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
He's not in it.
He's not in this. Oh my god. I do kind of want us to go see it in theaters, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm going to, yeah.
I'll wait like a week to see general impressions, then I'll go see it. Because if it's... What I'm hoping for is that it's really good, and that I should go see this movie a la, like, Last Wish. Or that this is just an actual fucking abomination, and that I need to see this because I love train wrecks. You know, I'm a big Neil Breen fan. So, like, one of these two I need. If it's mid, I don't want to see it. Because then who cares?
Yeah.
That's kind of just the state of things at this point. I can't, like, I don't want to dedicate my time to something that's just, okay.
I get that.
I will say. I miss going to the theaters a lot. Pandemic made me miss that a lot. Like, there was a lot that I was like, damn,
Yeah.
I miss going to restaurants. I miss all these things. I miss that. I've not gone to, like, a buffet since fucking pandemic, and I miss that so much. But, like, specifically
gone
the
in forever.
theater. The theater I missed so much. The fucking popcorn, the, like, refillable drink, the fucking... If you're in a theater that fucking slaps, they give you tables. Do you guys got any of those?
No.
Not over here, no. We got the ones with the, at least I do. I got the nice ones with the nice reclining chairs and the little like, just the little not table, but just a little tray that you can put your shit on. And like those seats are only like $11, and that's only like $2 more than like the normal seats. And I'm like, yeah, fuck it, I'll be comfortable.
Yeah, fuck it, I'll do it.
I'll be ritzy going out to fucking movie theater.
There's one theater that's on, like, military base nearby. Because my family has some military members, like my uncle's in the military. We're allowed to go there and, like, watch movies there. But I've only seen 2 movies there. And funny... I always think this is funny. It was the original Avatar, with blue people, and Megamind. So that was just the blue people theater to me.
Megamind! Oh my god! I love Megamind!
I love Megamind so much. I guess looping back to Dreamworks, Megamind slaps so much, and I'm so glad it's getting the recognition
It's
it
so
deserves.
good!
There's a lot of movies I gotta go back and watch from my childhood. Being older now and can appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, you watch Ratatouille when you're younger and it's like, oh, it's the funny rat that cooks movie. Now I'm older and it's like, no, this is art.
It's a good movie,
understand.
I know that.
Yeah.
I've just seen it too many times, is my problem. I have the opposite problem. Because I had culinary, and if we weren't cooking that day, and if it was like a sub, or even just like the chef was like,
they always put on
not
Ratatouille.
today. They always put on Ratatouille. And it got to the point where I accidentally let it slip, and I'm like, oh, Ratatouille again, and then he stopped showing Ratatouille, and I felt bad.
Oh, no!
I was like, oh, Ratatouille again! And he's like, we don't watch it that often, and I was like,
You'd be surprised.
I think we watched that movie in theaters, and we loved it. It was such a good movie. But my family, where we would get our movies like pirated, bootlegged.
Yes.
Not bootlegged, but pirated.
Yeah.
We didn't pirate them. We just knew someone that gave them to us. So the Ratatouille movie, that was one of the movies we had pirated, and every single time I watch like a proper version of it, I keep expecting like the shadows to walk up in the front of the screen, or like certain voices.
Oh,
and I'm like, oh wait.
That was how I watched Toy Story 2 for the first time.
Really?
It was a bootleg copy on VHS. I don't even know where I got it from. I wish I still had it, but yeah, all the like shadows on the screen, or like people,
or like a kid crying in the background.
Yeah, and I just thought that's how it was. I think like my brother like turned to me and was like, because like I'm the one that set up the VCR, and he's like, "You're broken. It's got things on it," and I'm like, "It's in the video."
Just
oh my god! Wait, I remember one. The SpongeBob movie, right?
Yes.
We had a pirated version of it, and it was pretty alright. The downside is that we don't see like the bottom fourth of the screen.
Oh no.
We only see the top.
Some of you just never saw Plankton.
Yeah, in some scenes, like in the beginning where like SpongeBob is like running along the path and he steps on Plankton, he scrapes him off and all of that. We don't see Plankton. We never see Plankton. There's the part where like Plankton's like jumping and screaming, and he's like, I'm plotting to rule the world. And in the official movie, you see Plankton. In our version, in the pirated one, we only see his little antenna.
When he just jumps up a little bit, you just see him occasionally.
Yeah. And that's how I thought it was for the longest time. And then at the end of the movie, of course, we have the Ocean Man theme play. I kid you not. It stops right at it goes, Ocean Man, take me by the hand, lead me to the land. That's where it ends. It doesn't show the rest of the credits.
No!
So like they made the meme before the meme happened.
It's true.
Man. Goodness. I have that movie absolutely committed to memory. I watched it
Same.
so many times as a kid, like a ridiculous amount, to the point where we were in Mexico for my cousin's quinceañera, and they had the movie on, but it was in Spanish.
Uh-huh.
And I sat there watching it. I couldn't understand a lick of it. But my tío walks over and he's like, "Can you understand this?" I'm like, "No, but I can read the lips syncing. Like, I can read the lips. Because I've seen this movie so many times." And he's like, "Oh, okay." I own 2 copies of it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I thought I lost the first copy. And I went to a secondhand store and I'm like, "Oh, I'll grab it. It's like $5." And then they found it when we were cleaning up. And I'm like, "Well, I guess I just own 2 now."
I remember that tale. I remember hearing about that. I have it on DVD. They were... So the case and the disc that I had were separated. That was the case with mine, is that, is that, like, I had the disc in, like, some, like, DVD, you know, like, disc holder, you know, like, folder, binder, whatever the hell. And the case was just nowhere to be seen. Thought it was, like, thrown out, broken, or whatever. And then, same thing, clean it out years later and just find it, like, stuffed underneath or behind something. And it's like, oh, well, here it is. Together again, at last.
Reunited. I think we told you guys about it. Ken's and I, because we both own the movie on DVD, because of course we do. We were trying to figure out how to, like, watch the movie together, and we're like, oh, we both, Jax was here for this. We were both like, oh yeah, we should watch the movie together. And I'm like, oh, we should, you know, press play at the same time, and we'll watch the movie, like, at the same time. It'll be like we're both watching. And Ken just goes, no, that won't work. We're in different time zones. And she seemed so disappointed that I was like, oh yeah, I guess that wouldn't work. And then there's a pause for 3 seconds. And Jax goes, you guys are idiots.
I remember that.
I was like, oh yeah, wait.
Different times.
We joke about that a lot. It's evidence of just sharing one brain cell, actually. Just out of curiosity, y'all got any thoughts on, like, the sequel?
The SpongeBob one?
Sponge Out of Water.
Yeah, Sponge Out of Water. I haven't seen the 3rd one, but just Sponge Out of Water.
I've really only seen it, like, once or twice, and it was both years ago, like, when it first came out.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. I don't have anything against it. The first one is peak. First one is peak fiction. But
true,
yeah,
real and true.
Sponge Out of Water isn't bad. It's just like it's nice. It's a nice movie.
It's there. Isn't Antonio Banderas the pirate? Who plays the pirate? It's some famous
I don't
actor.
think he is.
Some notable actor plays the pirate.
Let me see. Well, that's not anybody.
Let's do some more research. SpongeBob Sponge Out of Water.
Oh, no, you were right. It is Antonio Banderas. What the fuck?
Hey, let's go.
That's
okay,
cool.
I thought so. It's like, what's he doing here?
I've only seen it once, and I don't remember a thing about it.
It's alright. It's
got cool trip out scene when they go back in time.
Yeah, it's got some fun scenes. Like fucking welcome to the apocalypse, Mr. Squidward. I hope you like leather.
I hope you like leather. That's a great line. Or when SpongeBob goes mad and they're like, oh my gosh, he's mixing the trash with the recycling.
Yep. And they're just like, look what you monsters turned me into.
Yeah.
They're very readily all right, let's sacrifice them. Let's go.
We're a TM. Oh my god, on the Wikipedia, like, cast list, not Paul Tippett, Antonio Banderas has the top like role.
Yeah, because he's
Beard.
Antonio Banderas.
That's fantastic. Good for him.
He just, he's like, what? He's like 62 now, right? And he's like still like his performance in Puss in Boots is really fucking good.
Yeah, 62. Yeah,
That's not fair.
He's great. He's fantastic.
He's still got the pipes. Like Fearless Hero should not slap as hard as it does. My sister was talking to me, she's like, no, I didn't really think I was gonna, still be thinking about, like, Fearless Hero, have it stuck in her head. And then, like, she's at work and she's just going, who's your favorite Fearless Hero?
It's an easy melody.
It's nice. I listen to it sometimes, too. I'm like, shit. I'm in. Oh, but, for, like, fun fact about when I saw Sponge Out of Water, that was Valentine's Day. And,
really?
Yeah. I saw it, like, twice. I saw it with my family, and then I saw it with, my ex. And, I kept making jokes of just, like, can you imagine if they, like, accidentally... Because 50 Shades of Grey had just come out as well.
Oh my god.
And I was like, can you imagine if they swapped the reels by accident?
Oh my god.
It's like, we're about to have a very interesting night.
The only 2 times I watched SpongeBob Water, the first time I saw it with my sister when it was still in theaters, and the only showing that they had for some reason was, like, the 3D version. And the 3D glasses were giving me a headache, so I watched the whole movie blurry without 3D glasses, because they do, like, the doubling layer effect.
The double
to get
effect.
It. And I'm, like, squinting the whole time to, like, try to make it, like, whole. I remembered a bit of it, and then the second time I watched it was, like, it was on TV, like, a couple of months later. That's pretty much it. Clips here and there, years afterwards, but... And the third movie is not good.
Is it?
No.
No. I was like, oh, there's all this, like, excitement coming up to it, it's coming, and then just nothing. I'm like, oh.
It's because
probably not good.
It was supposed to come out, like, in some year, then they delayed it, then the pandemic happened, and it released in Canada, but not in the US for another year, and then it came out, and then, like, no one watched it because they forgot about it. Because it was, like, the people that wanted to see it already, like,
pirated it.
Pirated it from, like, Canada, because I'm pretty sure it came out on, like, Canada Netflix, like, but not, and then they, like, and then literally, like, 8-9 months later, they're like, it's releasing in theaters, and everyone's like, well, it's been out for, like, a year, we've already seen it.
Yeah, we've seen it already.
I don't know how it did at the box office, but I don't think it did very well.
I'm assuming poorly.
There's a dream sequence scene in it, that is, like, 10 minutes long, and that is the scene that has all of the, like, guest actors cameos, and it has no bearing on the entire rest of the movie whatsoever.
Who's in it? Who are the guest cameos?
Snoop Dogg does a dance sequence. Danny Trejo shows up in this dream sequence. It's also where Keanu Reeves shows up as the tumbleweed head.
Ah.
They're all only in that one scene. Well, Keanu Reeves shows up, like, again later on for, like, one scene, but they're all in that one scene for 10 minutes, and then they forget about it. They never reference anything that happens in that ever again for the rest of the movie. It's just there to be there.
But I love Snoop Dogg and Danny Trejo.
And it's I don't even want to say it's bad. It's just like, why is this here?
Inconsequential.
Is it bad? I don't know. It's just, it cuts to a different movie as a dream sequence for 10 minutes, and then nothing else is all.
Jeez. Because when I heard, like, the premise of it, I was like,
Matt Berry's the bad guy, and he's okay.
Okay. But, like,
yes, it is just that episode.
Yeah. Just missing. Fucking Gary Come Home.
Yep.
Which they're not gonna find a song that goes harder than Gary Come Home. It's just not gonna happen in a fucking SpongeBob movie. They already peaked.
No, but the movie ends with a Take On Me cover by fucking Weezer.
No, okay, that checks out. No, that one makes sense.
I was not prepared for it. Because I watched it for the first time with Kree, and I was like, what? Why is Weezer here?
Why wouldn't Weezer be there? I think is the better question.
And then I asked Kree, I was like, was this cover, like, for the movie? And they were like, no, this is on an album that came out, like, 5-6 years ago. And I'm like, what?
What? Everything about that one is confusing.
Oh, and then there's everyone's talking about it, the 10-15 minute scene where they're all like, remember the time when SpongeBob Camp Coral coming on Nickelodeon in 2020 whatever?
No.
That could very easily just be taken out. That's all that it is. That whole scene is like
not real.
There's a scene, it's like SpongeBob's on trial and they everyone shows up and they're like, SpongeBob's a good guy. I met him at Nickelodeon's SpongeBob's Camp Coral.
No, you're lying. You are lying.
There's just a 10-minute scene where they all talk about Camp Coral and how exciting their days at summer camp were.
No.
Just to hype up the show.
I refuse. Pixar didn't happen. I need clips. I don't want this to be real. Actually, don't send me clips. Never mind. I don't want this manifested. I don't want to know. I don't want to see.
You're in denial.
I don't want to know. No.
Denial is a river in Egypt. Camp Coral is real.
No. Stop with it. Stop with this. Stop with Camp Coral. Stop with... Well, they definitely stopped the Fairly Odd Parents one.
Oh, yeah. Did that ever... Wow. Was that last year?
I don't know. I just remember Kree coming in and he's like, you guys are gonna want to see this. And then shows us the Crocker musical number.
There's, Yeah, there's that. What is the new one. I don't know what happened to it. I'm not gonna bother looking it up.
But, like, I'll always give it to Crocker's voice actor. He's always giving it. Like, he's always going. Like, even when it's the live action stuff, he's the best part of it each time. Because I unfortunately have consumed too much Fairly Odd Parents media. Some of which good.
No, you're fair.
Most of which not. God. My cousins and I quote an absurd amount of Fairly Odd Parents all the time. Like, we'll be going somewhere and he just looks like, one of my cousins looks at me and just goes, we'll be back with weapons.
Yeah.
Or like, my favorite one, because they were gonna open, it's a thrift store now, but they were gonna open a little child's entertainment place in the mall near me, and they called it the Fun Box. And the first time I saw it, something emerged from the deep recesses of my fucking brain and just went, Fun Box, oh Fun Box, small and square and dark. Fun Box, oh Fun Box, check out these cool Fun Blocks, yay! And my brother looks at me and goes, what the fuck was that? And I'm like, I don't know. Oh man, rest in peace, Fairly Odd Parents, though. They didn't deserve that.
Nope.
Everything past Poof, they didn't deserve that.
Yeah. The first Poof episode is okay. Wait, was Poof a part of, Wishology? Was that before,
Oh, no, yeah, Poof was part of that.
Okay. That was the last good arc. That was the last good one.
Yeah, post-Wishology.
It should have ended at Wishology.
Mm-hmm. Shouldn't have made the Drake Bell movies either. It used to be just because they weren't good movies. Now it's because they star Drake Bell.
You know how that trilogy ends, right?
Oh yeah, that Timmy fucking dies.
That Timmy dies. Yeah.
He falls into a volcano and becomes a fairy.
He falls into a volcano and gets reincarnated as a fairy.
What? Like, I've seen that scene and
I'm not prepared for this.
Did you
Where
see
did these
videos
come
on
from? I might have. I never saw the third one. I saw the first one when it came out because that was a huge event.
Yeah, I saw the first two. And then I learned through Quentin the third one.
Watched like half of the second one when it came out. And then third one, it was like they made a third one. And then I'm pretty sure I did find out from Quentin's video.
Yeah. I was like, no, this isn't real, and I had to look up the clip. No, I remember I I might have been the one that told you, actually, because I remember showing a bunch of friends and we all just started laughing hysterically. Because it's like, no fucking shot. And then Tara Strong comes back.
Yeah?
It's like, you really couldn't let him keep the lower pipes. He's gotta sound like he's 10 forever. You're really
Well,
gonna
that
do
would
him
be
like that?
would be even weirder, I think, to hear like cartoon CGI fairy Timmy Turner saying like, "Whoa, this weird. I'm dead." Huh.
Well, it's like the fact that they used, like,
Dead.
the model, like, the 10-year-old model, too. Like, shouldn't it be, like, the adult one? Because Cosmo and Wanda don't look like children.
That is
Well, they're
true.
small, but
Yeah.
pointing at the logical fallacies of fucking Fairly Odd Parents. Or logical inconsistencies. Like, that whole thing, they clearly were like, this is the last film we're gonna get. Let's do something
Yeah.
fucking weird. Which on that on that principle I can respect, but no. This was not the right move.
That was
Especially
incorrect.
since no one saw it. Jesus Christ.
What else is there? What else? What else?
Were there any... I'm, like, trying to think if there were any other ones that, like, Nick bastardized, because, like, those are the two, right?
Like
Yeah,
shows.
like,
Fairly Odd Parents.
Yeah, because, like, Jimmy Neutron ended when it was supposed to. Fucking everything else got canceled.
Just ignore Planet Sheen. It lasted for
Oh,
like half an episode.
why'd you have to remind me of that?
Cause
I didn't want
That's
to.
what we're
I didn't
talking
wanna
about.
remember. No. I was like, oh yeah, Jimmy Neutron had a good ending. Like, you know, they ended at Jimmy Timmy Power Hour, like, was the plan. Because, like... Do you guys know that? That, like, they were both supposed to end at Jimmy Timmy Power Hour, like, 3?
I didn't know that.
I know that Fairly Odd Parents was. I didn't know there was a plan with Jimmy. That's good.
Yeah. That was supposed to be the last of both, of, like, a little fun send-off of just, like, here we go. But then Timmy persisted, and we got pregnant Cosmo.
Yep.
I'm just thinking about like, since you brought up Jimmy Timmy Power Hour, I think about that one artist on Twitter.
Izzy and Sora,
I think.
right? I think those are their names, because there's 2 of them, and I believe
The one I'm
Yeah.
thinking of is the one that does like the interactions with SpongeBob. Basically, like what's
the Nicktoons
the
Unite.
Nicktoons Unite? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, both of those artists do it.
Oh.
In fact, I think they work together on the AU.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Is Bubbles and Chora.
I think
Yeah,
about
no, their stuff
those.
is
I think
great.
about those all the time, and I'm like, that's just a creative way to like continue it.
Yeah. Oh, funny thing about those 2 artists, I started following them on Tumblr in, like, high school. And, you know, I was in high school, like... Fuck, that was 10 years ago. Shit. Anyway, like, I think my junior year, so, like, maybe 8 years ago, I started following them, and I was like, okay, this is a really cool, like, continuation of it and all that. And then years pass, and then I think, like, a year or 2 ago, they came back and started posting more Nicktoons Unite stuff, and I was like, oh shit, they're back, they're here, and they're on Twitter now, hey! It's like seeing an old friend. It's like, whoa, they're back. And I like you said, I love that AU. It's so fun.
It is so fun. I enjoy it so much. Every single time I see it on my timeline, I get happy.
I see it and I'm like, should I send this to Cass? She's probably already seen it. Did you guys play the Nicktoons games as kids?
Yes, I still have them.
I only had one.
For-
The one with the robots.
Oh, Attack of the
Toys of
Toybots?
Doom?
Yes.
Attack of the Toybots.
I
It's
think.
Globs of Doom and Attack of the Toybots.
Globs of Doom, which is the worst one. In my opinion.
That one I had on
What,
the
Globs of Doom?
DS.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did not like it. First one was really good. I really like Battle for Volcano Island.
Oh, I think that's the best one.
I remember it being short. I remember starting it and beating it within an hour. At least that's what my child brain told me.
See, we took our time because I played that with my family. Like, because when you have siblings around your age, you play games together. That's just what you do.
Yeah,
That's why we had the original, like Nicktoons Unite, because it would be the three of us. We each had our own. We each had the ones that we liked playing, and then if we had like a cousin or someone over, they played Jimmy.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy was the fourth. But then Volcano Island comes out, and we're like, holy shit, this fucking slaps! Let's go! And then we got Toy Bots, and we're like, yo, there's even more! And then Globs of Doom came out, and we were like, we're too old for this. And then I found it, and I played it eventually, and I'm like, yeah, it's a good thing we skipped this.
Yeah, it's not good.
No. I want more, though. I want more of that brand. Because, they still have, like, Nicktoons kart racing, or, like, Nicktoons whatever, baseball. It's like, that's not it.
Nicktoons Unite again.
Yeah, Nicktoons Unite 2.
Oh, that
but,
would
like,
be cool.
Who?
Like, who would they put in?
Maybe they would, yeah, I mean, I guess that's a good question, but I'm like, there's a chance they might do a remake of it like they did with Battle for Bikini Bottom.
Please.
I only say that because, like, about a year before they announced the Battle for Bikini Bottom remake, it was a huge, like, thing. Nickelodeon, like, signed a contract with THQ to, like, we're literally the point that they said was, like, to revive older properties. But one of the only few ones that they did were, like, they did Destroy All Humans and then, SpongeBob. And now there's getting a SpongeBob sequel in, what, a week?
Oh shit, does Cosmic Shake come out soon?
Very soon, yeah.
What?
Let me see.
Wait, it's on
the
my...
31st, 10 days.
It's on my Steam wish list, hold on. Oh my fucking god, yeah.
Yeah?
31st. I hope it's good. I hope it's really good, actually.
I've been avoiding a lot of things about it, but...
I haven't seen a lot, but, like, I want it to be good. Because, like, I liked Rehydrated, but I have mixed feelings on it. Because I feel like, oh, it's HD, that's cool. I like the art direction of the original a lot more. This
Same.
one feels like the contrast is too high, there's too many bright colors, there's any balance. The animations don't feel as lively. Like, a lot of them feel stiff. Like, the little references to, like, to famous memes for SpongeBob is cool, but, like, I don't know, like, even the idle animations don't feel as lively as they used to. That's just a personal thing, though. I love Battle for Bikini Bottom.
Same.
Wasn't there a dabbing fish in the remake?
Yes, there was.
That's all I know about that game.
I'm fine with that, it's funny.
I'm glad it's there. Like, I'm not against them putting the memes in there, but, like, I don't know. And I'm so used to the jank of the original, too, that, like, playing this one, I was like, oh, it runs too smooth. That's weird. It's like taking, like, an old animation and putting it in 60 FPS. You're like, don't do that. That's wrong. It ain't made to run that smooth. You're doing something incorrect. Please stop. I'm thinking, like, if they do, like, a new kind of Nicktoons Unite thing, right? Because we got Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, which had its own heap of problems, but I like the attempt.
They're still giving it updates.
That's good.
I think what happened was whoever the publisher was like, oh, just push it out, just get it done. Because there were a ton of stuff that they wanted to do with the game, right? And then they were like, oh, just push it out, get it done. And then it ended up selling really well and getting, like, fairly decent reviews, so the publisher was like, alright, you guys just do whatever. Like, they added Garfield, they added Rocco, they added Jenny, they added fucking Hugh Neutron before they added Jimmy. That was was funny. They added full voice acting.
Thank God, okay. That bothered me so much when I played it initially. I'm like, where the fuck is the voice acting?
I guess they were always, like, supposed to have it, but they didn't have enough time to implement it, so they put it in, like, a big update.
That's fair. See, that one gives me a little hope, right? That, like, if we do get a new Nicktoons Unite thing or whatever, like something in that series,
yeah,
they would probably use that as a template.
Totally.
If they're using that as a template, please, I want the fucking Ninja Turtles in it. As much as I'm like, it's...
They gotta have Avatar in it.
Oh, they gotta have Avatar in it. They gotta have the turtles. I guess Loud House, but Loud House kind of.
Fishy, how would you feel if they added Korra but not Avatar?
Oh, I would riot. You know I would riot. Oh, there's gonna be hell to pay.
I mean, they're both in All-Star. They have Aang Toph and
Korra.
Korra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All three of them are there, which I'm fine with. Like, that's fine. On principle, that's fine. I still don't like Korra, but, like, yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, she doesn't deserve to be in there, because, fucking course, but doesn't mean I have to like it.
Yeah.
But what I crave the most, right? I want those cutscenes. Please. I want to see these motherfuckers interact.
Mm-hmm.
Because that would be so
Yes,
fucking funny.
You did. I remember us having this conversation about that. That like the whole point, if you do a crossover game or like something with crossover media, they need to interact. That's the whole point. Is how
That's the
funny
fun
it would
part.
be to see these characters just goof around.
Yeah, because like I was watching like what is it? One of the scenes from I think Volcano Island popped up on my timeline. And it's like one where Jimmy's like, "Oh, you guys need to get like the like bean diffusal system or whatever," and like SpongeBob's like, "Wow, is that it over there? It's beautiful." And Danny's like, "Dude, that's an espresso machine." Jimmy's like, "Yeah, that's what I said."
Yeah.
That's fun. More of that, please, please. That's what I beg. Please, I want the funny interactions. Small nitpick. I understand why they did it this way, but it's like I wish, because you have Mikey, April, and Leo in the game, right? From Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I wish they would have been from different iterations.
That would have been fun.
Like, even if they can't include 03, which I would understand. I love 03, that's my show. But like, it would be like one from the 80s, one from the CGI one, and then one from Rise.
That would have been really fun.
That'd be great. It's like, they have all these iterations. Let's use them. Let's have fun. Let's ball. Fuck it. We ball. Come on. I'm very opinionated when it comes to my Nicktoons.
I get you.
They're opinionated about Nicktoons.
Things are heating up in the Nicktoons fandom.
Nicktoons fandom.
Which is a real thing.
It is real. Yeah.
It is real.
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah.
I'm just a lurker, but it's real. So we made it to an hour. We
Yeah.
did it.
Oh, what?
Yeah, no, it's been an hour! I don't know either. I just looked to my right and I'm like, oh, that says an hour and 4 minutes. Oh.
Oh my god, yeah. Whoa.
Yeah,
Yippee. We did it!
We did it! Yippee!
Yip. Hooray!
Hooray! No, I didn't pick up. Hooray! There we go.
You were with us in spirit. Alright,
So-
so... Yeah, this was... We didn't really have a topic for the day.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, I mean, we still talked the entire time, so we're good, but, like,
We had
trying
our
something
quota.
different. We met our quota. True. Yeah, we were trying something different this time. Because we were like, keep it chill. We also didn't have a topic, so... I don't know. We'll see if we do more like these in the future.
Yeah.
Today was a
It's
good
a nice
one.
attempt.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Hopefully next time Jax will be in to rein us in. Or
Yep.
to add fuel to the fire. We'll see. We'll see how we're feeling that day. Alright.
That is a wrap up. Is that what you say?
That is it.
That's a wrap.
That is a wrap.
That's a wrap. Me pointing at a sandwich.
That's not a wrap!
Oh shit. A rat. I misheard. I heard rat.
Oh shit! A wrap.
Oh, rat.
Little chef.
His little name.
Alright, it's time to wrap
Okay.
it up.
Yeah, I think that's it for today.
Bye, everybody.
Hope you enjoyed. See you around.
next time.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.